We start with a packed room tonight at the Montgomery ISD board meeting with parents upset about an alleged hazing assault involving Montgomery High School football players.
And the investigation now focuses on what happened involving the cell phones of some of those football players. Matt Doherty in Montgomery tonight at the board meeting. Matt, what's the latest?
Well, you remember last weekend's football game had to be forfeited because of the investigation. Now, homecoming is supposed to happen this Friday night. However, that's still up in the air. We don't know if that's actually going to happen. Those school board members are still in executive session right now discussing several matters related to this incident. The details on what exactly happened, though, are sparse. But here's what we've been told on the record. The incident allegedly happened on the night of September 26th at the home of one of the football players. We're told parents were at the home too, and a few of them are employees of the school district. At some point, things became physical among the football players. Some have called it a hazing ritual. Others describe it as an abhorrent assault. The events were allegedly recorded on cell phones. A school board member says multiple football players have been suspended, and the varsity football game was forfeited over the weekend because of that. Parents took up all the seats in the room tonight. One father's angry because he says this was allowed to happen. One mother upset because she feels her son may lose his football scholarship for something he didn't do.
This is not a single action of a single person. There's a culture in place that allowed this to happen. And that needs to be addressed and the leadership down.
The rumors are probably the most nerve-wracking thing because I don't know about any of y'all out here, but my husband and I definitely don't have an extra 100,000 laying around. So if one of y'all want to step up and pay for my son's scholarship, I'll gladly take a back seat.
On Friday, the Montgomery County District Attorney recused himself from the case, citing a conflict of interest. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office announced it's obtained 4 of the students' cell phones. They say deputies are still investigating on that end. Now, so far, nobody has been arrested in connection with this case. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with any information on what happened to come forward now. Back to you.
Matt Doherty staying on top of the investigation. Thank you.